us being early for once.
What?
Right? We're always late. Late to everything. We're live. It says we're running. Can everybody hear us? Can somebody put something in the chat if you can hear us? Nothing.
Nothing?
Nobody. Well, I mean, it doesn't. Nobody's responded yet. We got to give it a minute. We don't know how long of a lag there is with the interwebs.
Yeah.
All right, got you. We got a yes. Thank you.
Awesome.
Put your phone down, Mrs. Peters.
I know, one sec.
Last live, I had to throw her phone across the room.
Then you had to get up and get it.
That's because I'm a gentleman. I don't want to get in trouble with the boss lady.
Yeah, I was just putting the chat up here on.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Device.
Here, you want to put it up here next to this, and I can keep an eye on it.
Nope, because you got your eye on that.
She don't love me like that, y'all.
Yes, I do. How's everyone doing?
Yep, we can hear you. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you, Caleb. Aww.
Our Boundless Ventures. Thank you. Sounding good. Awesome. I'll try to keep my tone somewhat level because last time I got called so damn loud.
So when he gets really excited, he gets super passionate and his volume raises up.
Yeah, there is some of that going on. We got to start with the important thing. We're going to start this out right. The very beginning of this. We want to know. Thanksgiving this week, we have a lot to be thankful for, which we'll talk about in the live. But this is serious. You got to pay close attention. Turkey or ham for Thanksgiving?
Or other.
I guess there is other. We've heard about people doing prime rib.
Yeah, prime rib.
But we want to know. We want to know, like right up front, turkey or ham for Thanksgiving? So the other thing we need to make sure we address right away, for those that may not have followed, we are at our home base right now. We are here because our daughter had brain surgery literally last Thursday.
Yeah.
So
we're here monitoring her, making sure she's okay. She needs round-the-clock care. I mean, she's doing a little better every day, but
yeah,
she needs supervision.
Yeah, because we got called out. Well, that doesn't look like an RV. You're right. We have to take care of our family. Right now, we have the privilege of being weekend warriors.
Yes.
We're working around her boyfriend's schedule so that he can make sure when he's here, he can take care of her and we can give her a break from us because she's great. We're parents.
Yeah, and obviously she can't drive anywhere. She's got doctor's appointments coming up and she's got one tomorrow morning.
Yep. So we've got to stick around. So we get to play Weekend Warriors for a little while until right after Christmas. So let's see where the question goes. So, all right. Well, go back up on the comments.
I forget my MacBook is not touchscreen.
Yeah. Gino says both. I like where they're going right here. Start there.
Okay.
Both. Annie Drew says both. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Craig says turkey. And ham. Oh, and ham.
Okay. So both.
Caleb says turkey.
Where ham, smoked pork butt. Now you're talking. That's a good option.
That is a good option.
Nice.
So we do turkey.
Yes. And thank you for the kind comments in there about the surgery. And we're very fortunate. It was far more invasive than we initially thought.
And the tumor was worse than the neurosurgeon thought as well.
Yeah, they told us going into it that the tumor was sitting on top of the pituitary gland, and when they went into her brain, they actually found the tumor was growing out of her pituitary gland,
which was causing all kinds of different health problems for her. And we're just so proud of our daughter. I mean, she's only 22, but she advocated very strongly for her health all year. Like when we're out on our RV adventures and everything, she stood up for herself, told the surgeon, I want it out. And thank goodness.
Yeah, because the other thing is it was growing into pressuring the muscles that hold your brain in place. So like Martha said, it was creating all kinds of chaos for her. The cool part is 48 hours after surgery. 24 hours after surgery, the endocrinologist came back in and told her that all of her levels were normal, which is mind-blowing.
Yeah, because they ran blood work prior to her surgery that morning, the day after, and did an MRI. So they were able to extract the tumor, and her blood work, phenomenal numbers back in normal levels. And that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's called prolactin, I think is what the term was, one of the things they were looking at.
Yeah.
And going into the surgery, it was in the mid 60s. And coming out that 24-hour later, it was at 6. So that had gone from, way off the charts to completely normal. And then
Yeah.
tomorrow morning, we're going to take her for a fasting blood work to see.
How our
Basically, it's supposed to
numbers
be
are now.
it's supposed to be 1 week post-op because obviously Thursday's
Yeah.
turkey day, so or turkey ham and pork butt day as it may be. Then we'll be able to see kind of how her levels are, and as she begins to recover, then we will have the freedom to hit the road full time and take off again. But family first, y'all. We tell you that.
And we did our best trying to update everyone, just like a daily post type thing. Chris and I had just came back from a 10-day work trip in California where we spent 5 days up north, 5 days Southern California, and we had hit the ground running. We flew back, had a 4-hour nap, and then took our daughter into surgery. And so we've been running on fumes.
Brutal 3-hour time zone change with no sleep. And then she had to be in at 4:30 in the morning, which was basically for us 1:30 in the morning because we had adapted to Pacific time.
Yeah.
It was brutal. So
we were, exhausted, emotionally exhausted, stress, just not eating right.
Yeah. So, thank God we're in good shape and we're excited to get back on the road. It's going to be a lot of fun. The work trip that was supposed to be like 3 days turned into like a 7-day, or 10-day torture trip because we were supposed to go to California just for 3 days and then come home for a week and then go on the Alliance RV Fam Alley cruise. It didn't work. My work had to do budget. I got stuck there longer. So we had to fly from LA to Dallas to Galveston or Houston and then drive to Galveston for the cruise. Holy crap.
Yeah, that was beginning of October. And so we felt like we were gone most of that month.
We were. There was no way around it.
And it was hard. It's hard packing for, California weather for 10 days. And it was kind of sporadic. And then for a full cruise, a week.
Yep. Yeah, so by the time we get on the cruise ship, we go from, it's cold in Galveston, perspective cold, not, Alaska cold. But then by the time we get down to like the Western Caribbean, it was hot and humid and rained like crazy. So we had so many suitcases, y'all. It looked like the Beverly Hillbillies going on a cruise. We were rolling bags for days.
And our backpacks were filled and just
So let's talk about our loyalists that are watching us live are going to get some insight that we didn't show. So if you've watched our
cruise video,
we were very politically correct and polite.
We kept it focused on what we did and RV friends related.
Yes.
But there was some stuff that went down on that cruise that, wow.
Yeah, if you were there, because some of y'all might know, but they had a 90s rapper that was a featured guest for a large cruise travel agency that booked 300 people on this cruise ship. No. Oh, sorry, 600 people.
Okay.
Go for it.
So they had about 600 people with this travel agency for the 90s rapper.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't know anything about it. I mean,
going into it, they don't tell you who's on there. So the 600 people get on the cruise ship, act a fool. Act a fool. Treat it like a strip club. There was people smoking weed everywhere. They were I won't even say half naked. They were naked.
Yeah, this is a family cruise. This is on Royal. I mean, if we were on a different like Carnival or something, I'd be like, all right, I'll look the other way, whatever. But this being a Royal cruise, oh wow.
Yeah, so
just so you know, you cannot have weed on a cruise ship, even if it's like medical and you have a card or anything.
Yeah, it's international law. So
no
they were smoking weed everywhere, and then they ended up beating up a dad to the point where we ended up having to leave Costa Maya, We had to leave Costa Maya early and then haul butt to Cozumel, and they had to medically evacuate the dad to Miami for emergency because he got beat up so bad.
Well, what happened was, so the dad and his children were in the basketball court, and this guy was smoking weed out there, and he said, "Hey, excuse me, do you mind not smoking weed around my children?" And the guy was like, "Cool." He took off, came back with some friends, jumped the dad, beat him so bad that they actually had to do CPR on him, and we had to hightail it to Cozumel so he can get medevac to Miami.
Yeah, it was awful, and like I said, it was just nudity everywhere, and
there was things going on. Like Chris and I, we don't go into the clubs. We're not dancing.
No, because they were fighting in the clubs. I mean, 300 people got thrown off the boat in Costa Maya.
So what happens is, they got evicted from the cruise ship. They had to take all their luggage with them. They're banned from Royal, and they had to find their own way back to the U.S.
And Royal didn't play. They're like, get off the boat, take your crap with you. Good luck finding your way home from Mexico. 300 people.
And that's what normally happens when you act a fool on cruise ships, not just Royal.
Yeah, it was awful. And then a terrible situation happened to one of the passengers in Costa Maya. She was abducted, beaten, taken advantage of, and then dumped at the port.
She was there on the cruise with their sister. One of our friends actually spoke with her, the victim, in the designated smoking cigarettes area, and she had IVs in her. And she was like, "Oh, are you okay? Were you dehydrated?" She said, "No." She was abducted, raped, and beaten, and her sister found her, and they're about 10 years older than us.
Yeah, there was, like I said, we kept the video very Alliance RV family specific. Which we didn't like. Because of my background in law enforcement and military, I'm hyper vigilant. I am very much about my surroundings and being safe. So we avoided the situations. You could see which crowd was doing what and kind of where the bad apples were, and the people that were carrying themselves in a manner that was looking for trouble. And so we just avoided it. Those cruise ships are freaking monstrous.
Yeah.
We could get away from the problems. It sucks that we had to do that, but
just those things. I mean, we still had a great time with our Alliance RV family. There was 80 plus of us, and we had a great time.
Yep. Yeah. That was just definitely a wild situation. But thank God there was nothing else. For us. That
it was crazy, and it's not going to deter us from going on another cruise. I mean, we've been on a Princess cruise, Carnival, and 2 Royal cruises. So we have our next cruise booked next year. So that's not the norm.
And there's a lot. I mean, we do love cruising, but we've got a lot of cool stuff we're getting ready to do on the RV space, which as we go through our notes here, we'll definitely get to that. Let's look at a couple comments. I want to make sure I shout out Adrian and Ruth. Thank you so much for being our moderators. They are awesome. And they are going to be coming to our rally. Very exciting. Which in April. We'll talk about that more later.
We'll talk about more.
So, spill the tea. Watch out now.
So I went up a little far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I want to say hi to everybody. So where's everybody calling in, or shall we say dialing in from these days? Getting a little old.
Where's everyone watching?
There you go. What she said.
Showing your age.
Hey, I didn't say rotary. I wasn't like click, click, because we do know about that. Miller's Emotions on, Rinky Dink Traveler, Annie Drew, or Do. Sorry, there goes me putting words in there. Usually Martha's the one that screws everything up.
We're still slowly getting back from the jet lag and lack of sleep from our daughter's surgery, and we're starting to feel a little more like ourselves again. And
I just want to pick on Martha. Usually she screws up Craig's name.
Hi, Craig. Hi, Shelly.
That's awesome. So Grass Lake, Michigan, Bob, Panhandle of Florida. Oh, nice. Watch out. I heard there's some weather coming this week up there. Watch out. I saw a pretty serious weather warning for across Louisiana, Mississippi, into Florida and Georgia.
So New Horizons, not to give away our location exactly, but we're about 6 miles from y'all. That's where our home base is.
Yeah, if I holler outside, you could probably hear my loud ass. You're not that far away. We'll have to come say hi because literally we're 6 miles away. Ohio? Yeah. Shelly says hi. That's awesome. All right. So where else we got? Oh, Vancouver. Nice. Hawaii of the North. I like that. That's a great name. That's fantastic. So one of the things that was another important question. All right. So we got the second Turkey Day question here. Pumpkin pie, pecan pie, or both? Now, we said pecan, and our good friends in Texas told us a pecan is something you urinate in. It's not what you eat. Pecan or pecan? I don't know. Potato, potato. But the important part, pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Or nut pie.
You're terrible, lady.
Pie.
Pumpkin, pecan, pecan. Yes. See, that's Martha. So blueberry. See, I'm a blackberry fan. If I had my way, I would have blackberry pie. There'd be no way around it. Since I can't eat apples, and everybody loves apple. Well, I won't say everybody. Most people love apple pie. I can't eat them. I'm allergic. I'm a big blackberry fan.
Which means I can't eat apple pie either.
Oh no, she does. She does. And she's like, this is so good. And I'm like, wow, don't kiss me with them apple lips.
I just sit the other way. If someone has apple pie, I may have a bite.
Shame. Pecan. Oh, pumpkin for Adrian. I like it. So does anybody else get them at Costco? Because we buy the pecan pies and the pumpkin pies at Costco because they're cheap and they're huge.
I heard apple pies at Costco are delicious too, but that was for a friend.
Ryan, you sound biased. What did Ryan say?
What did he say?
Let's see. Them Texans are small. I'm just going to eat all the pie. Okay, Ryan, pecan or pecan? Got to know. Costco pies are amazing. I definitely agree with that 100%.
They are.
So we're going to be doing some work with Ryan in February. I was going to say thank you, dear. In Central Florida, I guess that's all that's been officially announced. So we're going to be doing some work with the Millers in Motion again this year.
Yep. For RV Unplugged Season 2.
Yes, that is official for us. We are officially part of Season 2. We're going to be, of course, behind the scenes gopher.
Yep.
As needed, whatever been told. Plus, we just found out that it's today official. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If y'all know Todd, things get a little squirrely.
We love Todd.
We do. But for Season 2 of RV Unplugged, we're going to be the demo crew. So if you've ever seen like Survivor, where they explain what the competition is going to be, and then they have some poor sucker run through it, and then they make the contestants do it, we're poor suckers. We're going to be demoing the stuff on the events. We don't even know what we're getting into. Which
is nice because, of course, we were participants or contestants in Season 1. We didn't have someone show like what you're going to get into. We had to wing it.
Season 1 was straight up shoestring budget. It was like, hey, y'all, grab our GoPros and let's work together to figure out how we do this.
But we had an absolute blast. So that's why we're really excited to be part of Season 2 of RV Unplugged.
And if you don't know what RV Unplugged is, go look it up. It's RV Unplugged TV. It's on YouTube. It's also on RV TV. And they are streaming the entire first season. And you can see what we're talking about. And like I said, Season 2 is going to happen in February this year. I don't know when they're going to officially produce it. Ryan might actually have that answer, to tell you the truth. But we're excited to be a part of it. So you will see our mugs on screen. Spoilers. Nah, we don't give away spoilers. We don't know enough to spoil. We're just finally official.
I see trouble. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob, did you get your truck fixed yet? Last we heard, Trouble was having trouble.
And that's his nickname, Trouble.
Yeah.
But he's not Trouble. He's awesome.
Yes.
Him and Lorraine.
I thought it was the other type of demo. Well, if you watch Season 1. Oh. Hi, kid. Our daughter just said hello. You want to come stick your head on TV?
Oh.
But so we joke. He says that's how he introduced himself a couple years ago when we met him at the Alliance Rep. He goes, "Hi, my name's Trouble."
So Callie's getting in trouble. She came upstairs to lay on the couch and got into Ashley's brand new tissue boxes.
She had Amazon deliver tissue. My God, it's chaos in this house, y'all. Chaos.
It is. Okay, so we wanted to decorate for Christmas before we went on this work trip just recently, but that didn't happen. There's so much going on.
The dog is driving me nuts. I'm shutting the door.
He'll be right back. They can fight it out.
Live means live, y'all, right?
Real life.
All right, let's try that again, Martha. That went to ow, my leg cramped. God, I'm old. How's Callie? Callie is doing wonderful.
She is. So she's been sleeping and taking naps by Ashley when she's downstairs.
She is
taking care of her, just being a snuggler. And
She is super attentive when you don't feel good. And obviously with Ashley's situation and recovering from surgery, she has been right beside her. Although it sounds like she was mischievous and just tore up a bunch of tissue. We agree with Adrian and Ruth. Callie is a superstar. She is absolutely the way we would hope any dog would be, just lovable.
She is the best.
Rinky Traveler says hello, Ashley.
Oh. So look at her new truck. Oh,
did you see?
It's still broke. Sorry, Bob.
Me too. I'm married, but you're talking about the truck.
Really?
It's a joke.
I know it's a joke, but he spends more money. We had a package show up while he was on a work call yesterday, and I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I bought this."
I'm about that pew life. It was a good deal. I got an early Black Friday deal and may have invested in a new pew. So yeah, unscripted, 100% true there. Thank you, Bob. They said you got to put that up there. We got it. Nope, next one down. We got to show everybody that one. See, he says we look fantastic.
Thank you.
We have been working our butts off because I think that's the only thing that helps us keep our sanity around here.
So if you don't know, the past few months I've really been.
Cool. Keep going. Finish your here. I know what I want. Keep going. Tell your story. I know where you're going.
So I've been working on getting back into shape, and it's just now super focused. So
yeah, and she's making great progress. She was already hot, but now wow. All right, so we're all over the place. So before Callie rudely interrupted us, we were talking about RV Unplugged and when will be the finale and all that. So there you go. Ryan said the finale will be August 10th to 12th. Oh, 10 August. So 10 to 12 weeks prior is when it will start airing. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, wow. They're going to be running that many episodes. That's really cool.
That's cool.
Unscripted, yeah.
Yeah, it was unscripted, Callie.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, let's talk about...
Thank you, Ruth.
What was that?
She says she's second, that we both look amazing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
We're both working on our stripping weight.
Got to get him out of my stripping weight. So we were talking about RV Unplugged, but then we also mentioned RV television, RV TV. If you guys don't know, pull that up. Let's show them what we're talking about here. So if you don't know what RV TV is, it is something that I will say really because of RV Unplugged, it really opened up an opportunity for us to be a part of RV television. So RV television is a traditional television broadcast of RV life. And as they say, hashtag Recreation Nation. It's on Roku, Firefly. It's also on cable TV. Fire TV. Or sorry, I said Firefly. Fire TV. And it's on regular TV channels. And the cool part is every Tuesday and Thursday
from 8 to 8:30.
8 to 8:30 p.m. Venturesome Couple in 2024 is going to have our own 30-minute segment twice a week. So we will be on 1 hour a week on RV television starting in 2024. We actually just solidified that today. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do something else that's kind of neat. We've been on RV TV up to this point. What they've been doing is kind of they reimagine our YouTube content with Hollywood editors and then produce 30-minute television shows of our content, which we think is really freaking cool. We're going to take their edited content and then be able to upload it back to YouTube so you all can see kind of like the remix, like here's Martha's version and Chris's version, and here's what Hollywood produced. So we'll be putting up, I think they're about 24 to 26 minute segments of our content repurposed from Hollywood's perspective.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really cool. And if you haven't watched RV TV, you should. It's huge. There's a lot of really big channels. We're super honored to be a part of it.
Yeah. Our RV holics, Greg and Amy, I love when they send little screenshots and they're like, we're watching you on RV TV. So yeah,
it's mind blowing. It's cool. It's cool to see that the RV industry as a whole and all of our RV community is growing, because honestly, for all of us out there that are aspiring content creators, this is huge. It's exposure. Like we're not making Hollywood contracts. We're not getting anything but ad revenue, no different than YouTube. But it's exposure for everybody, which is great for the community. And we want to see it continue to grow and show the true reality of reality TV, not the crap you see on TV that they call reality, which is 100% scripted.
Yeah. So Bob says, wow, that's fabulous. Don't forget us little people. Bob, you're family.
You are family.
You're chosen family.
Absolutely. If you were closer, we'd come grab your trailer, but that's a long flinging drive. They're hanging out in sunny Southern California right now.
Craig says, time for a commercial break. Yeah. So,
oh, look at that. Show that one. Rinky-Dink Traveler. So Caleb and Danny were on there because we did a video on their Valor toy hauler doing a bunch of Moride upgrades.
Yeah.
Time for a commercial break. Oh my God.
So what I noticed when I was inputting, getting all the settings set up for the YouTube live, YouTube is putting commercials in the live, which they didn't do before. I saw that on Phil and Stacy's when they went live recently. So YouTube.
We did not put it there and we didn't control it. All we did was go live. So if you're seeing, oh my God, look at our watch just dropped in half.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That sucks. Thank you for putting that in there, Craig. We had no clue and we have no knowledge of how they do it. That sucks.
Yeah. That's a new feature that YouTube has put in there. I put the because it lets you do you want a lot of ads or the little, I put the least amount of ads. So
Dog RV just said they got a commercial too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. We never put commercials in our lives, and we never do our lives to generate revenue. That's not what it's about. It's just about updating our world and where we're at and what's going on. To communicate
with you, our Venturesome tribe, and to be a little more present and give you our real life updates. Because sometimes our videos may lag a little, and that's just normal.
Oh, and they said YouTube Premium keeps us from getting commercials. So you didn't get any commercials on the live?
Oh, yeah. YouTube Premium. I mean,
I guess you're paying to not see the commercials.
It's just no different than we have with Hulu and stuff like that. We pay a little extra so we don't get commercials.
Mike said it dropped off, either us or... yeah, see, click right there.
Okay.
Right here. Next one down.
No, that's it.
Several dropped off. Yeah, I gotcha. So well, that sucks. I don't know if it kicked them out or what, or they just said, no, skip through it. Please do.
Yeah, please skip
through those damn commercials.
Honestly, YouTube does not pay enough for us to even worry about any of the commercials. So please skip through them. We always put skippable commercials on everything that we can.
Just got an ad and lost 5 seconds. Yeah.
They have the family plan because Danny likes
her music. Gotcha. Awesome. So dog RV, what type of dog?
Yeah.
We have a Rottweiler. I'm sure you know that. We're big fans. We had a lab, but he was kind of a jerk.
And he was old.
Yeah, cancer got him, unfortunately. And so 3 seconds, they were able to skip. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, never apologize for skipping through. We hate them.
Yeah,
we hate commercials. They suck. So right before, actually a little bit before we went live today, we got asked to give an update on our Boogie bikes.
So Boogie bikes are our electric beach cruiser bikes that we got just over a year ago, maybe a little more. Yeah.
But we were asked about it, so we wanted to give you just a short update on that. So a year later and riding all over, no breakdowns. They're still in excellent condition. Yeah. We did take them in for a tune-up just because to check everything out. Every year you do a tune-up.
My brakes were squeaky and
if for those of you who don't know, Boogie Bikes used to be the name of the company. They got sued by a company from overseas. They ended up having to change due to some kind of infringement law. So they
rebranded this small town bike company, and they are veteran owned.
Yeah, and they're out of Wisconsin. So I will say American made, sourced globally, which means it has Shimano parts, but everything else is made in the U.S.
So the bikes work great. They are lighter than we used to have electric bikes for a little while.
Yeah, the actual electric brand.
We had bought those and we weren't happy.
Yeah, no, for me, I didn't care for them. The Boogie bikes are full-size beach
Mhm.
cruisers, so they're a full-size bike. I love that.
And it made towing Callie easy. So that's why he didn't like the electric one, because it wasn't conducive for him to tow Callie, because he actually flipped her.
I did.
Luckily, going really slow back into our RV spot, but
In the grass.
in the grass.
She jumped out,
fine.
looked at me like I was a jerk. It didn't bother her any. But
Yeah.
so yes, the electric or the boogie bikes have been really good. We've had no problems. Also, if anybody is actually looking for boogie bikes, we are selling ours.
And you want to know why?
I'm sure they do. They're like, oh, they're great. You want to buy them?
So
Our
I have
personal bikes.
I
Sorry.
have the lavender one, and Chris has the black one. So we bought Apollo scooters earlier this year, and they are so much fun, and they go so fast. They go about up to 40 miles per hour. Another Mr. Peters over here adding to cart while I was sleeping.
Shouldn't have slept in. That's her fault. You know?
I didn't sleep in.
So, but in all seriousness, we are selling our personal boogie bikes that we've had for the last year. So if anybody is interested, let us know. They 100% are fantastic bikes. For us, we went back to traditional bikes. We actually just bought Trek bikes when we were in Wisconsin. And
at the CrossFit Games, and we were feeling inspired, and we're working on our health, our blood work. You know, I'm working on bringing my weight down, and we just want to go back to regular bicycles. Plus, we have the scooters for fun. And then Danny was asking boogie bike. So yeah, it's an electric beach cruiser bike that's full size. They're really nice.
Awesome bike. They're a full-size bicycle with they'll do like 26, 27 miles an hour. So
yeah,
the problem that we had with them, honestly, is get lazy. You just hit that throttle and just roll out. I wasn't pedaling.
Yeah. And then I would have to up the throttle because I had to catch up with Daddy long legs over here.
All right. So yeah, if anybody's
you're interested in Florida, we got a deal for you.
Hey Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry I missed your call earlier. Ashley was napping. My phone was on silent. And then we had a couple business meetings. Chris was trying to catch up on emails. So
chaos in this house, as we've said.
But,
so Curtis, such a fun scooter. Love the test ride. Yeah, absolutely. So that's RV plus 3.
Yeah. And then we are modifying mine. I let someone borrow mine and it broke a little. So we had to fix it, get a new kick plate. And now we're going to alter my appearance on the bike, or the scooter, so you'll see that later.
Yes, we're having some fun with Martha's scooter, but so we went back to traditional bikes, and overall, Apollo Ghost scooter, couldn't recommend it enough. We're not sponsored by any of these things. We bought the Treks, we bought the Ghost scooters, so we did work with Boogie last year. Nothing wrong with the company, but they had to rebrand and went through a bunch of stuff. So,
and when they rebranded, changed ownership, our contract with them had ended. So
yeah, I still recommend the bike. It's excellent. But yeah, if you want them, let us know. Shoot us a text or message us, and we're happy to meet up and hook you up with some bikes that are a good price.
The scooter's Apollo Ghost scooter. We do have a video on it. We just kind of give our perspective. Few months having them, unboxing, all that. They're a lot of fun. They do fold up. They are a little heavy.
They're about the scooters weigh as much as an e-bike. I think they're about 57 pounds, something like that. But
but the original electric one was 86 pounds.
Right.
So
Apollo is the brand. Ghost is the model. I don't think they make the Ghost anymore.
But Ghost too. I mean,
they're crazy. They've got 2 1,000 watt motors, so one in the front, one in the rear, and full suspension, 10-inch pneumatic tires. They're just a blast to ride.
They are so much fun.
When we bought them, one of the first things we actually read the manual on them, which is unlike me. It says motorcycle helmet recommended. That's when I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah, and you can turn off one of the motors and put it like in an eco mode. So that's what I did for a little bit, just to kind of get used to the scooter. It's got some power.
Yeah. So RV life, where are we going next? We are super excited. Like I said in the very, very beginning, for those of you who came on a little bit late, we are at the home base still because our daughter's surgery, it went
last
well.
Thursday.
It went really, really well. Things are good there. So we are weekend warriors right now until the day after Christmas.
Yeah. So,
and then we're gone.
Yeah. So our daughter does need a little help around the house. There's a lot of restrictions. She can't drive.
Can't bend over. Can't tie her shoes.
Can't lift more than 5 pounds. I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, so between us and her boyfriend, we want to make sure that she's watched around the clock. She's doing a little better every day, so that's great. Last night we took her and Callie for a walk around the neighborhood, about 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, she did good.
She did great. So we went slow at her pace.
Yep.
But
So we are able, by Christmas, she'll be 6-ish weeks post surgery. So we are at that point able to leave her by herself. And so we are going to be heading over to South Texas for New Year's. We are going to be going to Galveston.
Yep, with our Texas allies.
Yep. Somebody's got a connection somewhere and managed to hook up, like, I don't even know how many, 25 sites in a state park on New Year's. So we were able to jump in on it. And so we're excited. We're going to go spend a week in Galveston between Christmas and right after New Year's. Little crazy, though, because we're going to drive the day after Christmas from Florida over to Texas, do the thing there for a week, and then turn around and haul butt back to Florida so that we could
get ready for the Tampa RV show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll be staying on grounds at the Tampa RV show again. We've got a, what do they call it? A vendor booth or a vendor site?
Yeah, we have a vendor site. So we do have full hookups and we're close to our Alliance RV.
Yeah. And from like, we're not doing separate meet and greets outside of Alliance RV. As you guys all know, we're ambassadors for Alliance RV. So we're going to hang out at the booth there. We'd love to see you guys. Whoever's going to be going to the show, please let us know. We'd love to hang out, say hi, and, BS. Yeah. Yeah. So,
and the Tampa RV show, if you have not been before, it is so much fun.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's more of a carnival than anything. We even put that in our video last year. Like, even if you're not in the market for RVs, it's just a cool thing to go see. I mean, they had balloon people, they had magicians and crazy guys on scooters running around looking like trees, and
it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's so many different things to see, and some stuff that's not even RV related. So
yeah. So once we're done with Tampa, Mike said he'll see us in Tampa. Fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah. And like Chris said before, between now and our Galveston trip, we're gonna take smaller trips around not too far from here.
Yeah. We've got some content we want to film. Speaking of content.
Actually, what it is, we got a lot of maintenance and stuff to get ready and gear up for, we're going to be on the road for months. So there's a lot of things we need to do. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but Chris got this new tool that you guys are going to love in a video.
Well, I'll tell them why. So when we went to see Mickey at the happiest or magical or most wonderful place.
The most magical place on earth.
Yeah, until you park under a freaking tree and you get mold and mildew all over your damn roof and it looks horrible. So I have found through our RV community a way to clean our roof. So I'm going to have to do a video, which I think you all will like, about how to clean the roof in a very easy way to do it without a lot of back-breaking scrubbing. But I'm pissed because the roof looks like crap. The only thing saving us is because it's got solar panels everywhere, so it's not the whole damn roof. But anyway, sorry, I digress. Love all the how-to videos. Yeah, I appreciate that. We're trying to balance that because we do a lot of like how-to tips and tricks and true life of what we live in, kind of our chaos. Some of them do really well. Some of them are.
But we're going to do videos that we're passionate about, that we love, and we're proud of, not infomercial type stuff. And
yeah, it's just us. I mean, you guys have probably seen our video that we just did about how corporate America is killing the RV, full-time RV travel. It is. There's no way around it. That video has received a lot of positive feedback and a lot of comments. And, if that's the type of stuff that interests you, for those of you, as we call ourselves, tweeners, or that are small, younger families that are still working, let us know, because our background in HR, we love that type of content. And if there's a desire to, get insight on what the industry is doing, because I see it every day in my job, we love sharing it and we love breaking the mold. I get harassed regularly by my entire corporation that I work for right now. At this point, everybody knows that we RV and we're Venturesome Couple. Everybody, even the chief, the CMO came up to Martha and was like, "Hi, Venturesome Couple." And I'm like, "That's the chief medical officer. He's like the head doctor."
And I was like, "And here's a sticker for you, doctor." So what's cool, when I get to go on work trips with Chris, sometimes there's a dinner and I get to go and a formal work dinner. So it's a lot of fun. And then they're like, we ended up talking about YouTube and RVing, and they just think it's neat.
So RV plus 3, look at that. We got it. We got to brag a little bit. Look at that. Our audio is great now.
Now, clarify, is it great on the live or like in our more recent videos?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, our boundless show that one. Yeah. We understand the view struggles because it's feast or famine. Like we try not to chase the algorithm. That's not our style. Like we want to do things that you all as our Venturesome tribe enjoy and that is relevant and is real. We know that there's ways that you can go out and look at the analytics and find out what the hot search item is and do a video on that. But that's not true to who we are. And maybe we're short-sighted and we would be massively big if we would do that.
And honestly, we don't like things that are scripted.
Yeah, you can see our dog situation. Yeah.
Okay, so both.
Oh, thank you.
And recent videos.
Our recent videos, one of the things audio-wise that's changed, I know some of you guys are gadget geeks like I am. We're using the Rode Go 2 little portable microphones, but we added a Rode lavalier mic to the wireless Go 2s. And what we're finding is with the combination of the wireless Go 2s and the lavalier mics, it cuts all the background, I won't say all, 99% of the background noise out. And we find that it does a better job of capturing our voices. And then we also were able to split our channels so that I record on one leg and Martha records on another, which y'all can see who the loud one is in the relationship. She's able to tune me down.
And then bring me up just a little and then...
Yeah, so we love that feedback. I appreciate it. Right now,
remember, I'm self-taught with this editing.
Okay. We're learning as we go. And right now we're on a Sony ZV-E10. Thank you to Ryan. So
Ryan, are you still on here?
Yeah, see if he's still on here. But Miller's in Motion, he set us up with the lens that we have right now. We have this awesome 24 millimeter lens.
Yeah, he recommended the lens, so we bought the lens. So he didn't set us up.
He recommended that we bought it
and the microphone,
and it's been great. This is a Sony combination, so we're really, really happy. We are trying to fine tune what we do so that we give good audio, good video. We got LEDs in the background. We try to make it pretty for y'all so that it's not something that's boring and stale. Without trying to break the bank, because in the beginning, man, I bought junk and then I had to rebuy it and then I had to rebuy it.
We got what we paid for.
Man, there's no way around it. So, I agree with Craig. The lab mics are awesome. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Yep. And make sure if you don't follow RV Life with Adrian and Ruth, go follow them. They're on YouTube. We've done a couple collaboration videos. We did a live with them for Valentine's Day, which
with the Adventure Bandits.
It was hilarious. Yes. We had a blast.
We did.
So they're our moderators. They're keeping y'all in check. Make sure you're behaving yourself. Go check them out. Make sure you subscribe and follow. They do a ton of lives. They do a lot of great content.
They're amazing with the RV community. We just love them to pieces, and we're looking forward to spending some time with them at Tampa. And they're going to actually be at our Alliance Regional Rally in Florida in April. So we're excited.
So we should pump that. If you don't have tickets yet to come to the Venturesome Couple Rally, we are hosting the rally in April 4th through 7th in Auburndale, Florida at Camp Margaritaville, which, are you going to pull that up?
Yeah. So if you go to our website, venturesomecouple.com, you go to the Southern Alley Rally page, and there you go. April 4th through the 7th. We welcome all brands or SOBs, which is some other brand.
Some other brand. SOBs, got to have those SOBs. Everybody's welcome here. We really want to sell this thing out. Martha and I this is our first year hosting it. This is the third year of the rally. The originator of this rally has gone full-time with her husband. Her and her husband have a RV tech business, which has kind of come full circle. So go all the way to the bottom. I want to show them. So all the way to the bottom.
Yes.
Right there, Great American RV Service. So they are going to be the mobile techs at our rally, which is cool because this was their rally that we took over, and we've upped our ante to 100 sites.
Yes.
And we're doing really, really well. But if you haven't had a chance to come to the very first Venturesome Couple Rally, please do. This will be the first one. And then, of course, we got some videos on there of, go ahead.
Oh, and then of course, sponsors Alliance RV, Liquefy. Give
Yeah.
Matt a shout out.
Right. Matt's RV Reviews, also the owner of Liquefied. So,
Mhm.
but yep, go to venturesomecouple.com, go on the Southern Alley Rally,
And
buy
we have
tickets.
the prices for the site. So you would buy the tickets on our webpage on the Southern Alley Rally, but you would still need to book your site and let them know you're with the Alliance RV Group, the Southern Alley Rally, and book your site there. But we have the prices for the sites on here. They have discounts for golf carts. So we negotiated some really great prices. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
And the rally price is only $40 a ticket. Good, bad, or otherwise, bad business decision, but we are not making a dime off this. We 100% set the price to cover the cost of the rally. There is zero profit for us. Stupid business decision, but this was about us getting the community together in an affordable manner. We've been to other rallies that are super expensive to attend. We've looked at other rallies that are super expensive to attend, and we decided to keep our tickets at $40, and then whatever the cost is for Margaritaville, we've negotiated that between 80 and as crazy as you want to get if you want to go with a bougie Class A site. So come check us out at the Margaritaville April. So it'll be after the Tampa RV show. And then in between that, if anybody's going to be down in Key West or the Keys around March, let us know. We may be around.
Yep.
We're going to spend a couple weeks down in the Keys again this year. We were supposed to go actually December 4th through 18th, I think it was.
1st to the 18th.
Yeah, what she said.
So we canceled that trip so we can be with our daughter.
Yeah. So yeah, we couldn't go to the Keys. We were going to do, so 18 days down in the Keys. That didn't work out. So we rescheduled it for March, and we're going to go for a couple weeks down in March. So if you're going to be in the Keys in March, let us know. Also, if you're going to be floating around Florida, let us know. We're kind of a captive audience and looking for things to do and get away for the weekends.
Yeah, or even like out to dinner, a lunch, something. All right, so we got to give a shout out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Two of our favorite little kids
are
talking to us.
Where? You got to show them here. You got to here.
Okay, I'm getting notifications.
All right, so this is as live as you get, y'all. We're getting text messages about people watching us live, and their awesome little ones are actually watching and chatting with us.
Ethan, Maddie.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart.
The Rinky Dink Traveler kids.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, we miss you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Craig, put that up there. That is so true. This is what we found to be absolutely true. Cry once or cry twice when it comes to gear.
Yes.
Yeah. For those of you that are interested in doing any kind of social media stuff, spend the money the first time, get the good gear, then you don't have to rebuy it. We screwed ourselves by trying to go cheap. The quality's never good. And, 2 years later and a bunch of wasted money, you go, well, that was dumb. So,
yeah.
If you ever want to know what we use, we don't have the most expensive equipment, but I think we have good equipment that provides a solid foundation for what we do.
Yeah. And of course, I edit on Final Cut Pro X.
Yeah. And like Adrian and Ruth said, make sure you hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. We got to keep the YouTube analytics happy.
Yes.
All right. So we're getting through our little list here. And let's see, what have we not covered? And we've got that ham fry. Yep. We've asked the important questions. So there we go. Oh, and so we're going to be kind of give you guys a timeline. I think we touched on a little bit in September when we were doing our live was talking about Alaska. So we are going to start doing our planning on Alaska. And I want to know since we've got about 30 people on right now, I want to know what your guys' opinion is. Should we do some of the planning live to show you like interactively what we're doing, how we're planning, websites we're working through, what our resource material is, or should we do this in a traditional video? Kind of want to know what your thoughts are on that.
Yep, definitely let us know. Let us know if you've been to Alaska before too, or if you're planning to, and what you'd like to see. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm curious to see what people think on that, because for us, the planning is a lot of fun. Obviously, if you follow us at this point, Martha's Alaska Native Indian. She's Tlingit. We have lived there for many, many years. I was stationed up there and lived up there. So when we do this whole trip and plan and everything, it's going to be based on truly an insider's a local resident's knowledge of how to do things, where to go. So you're going to see things that aren't tourist traps. You're going to see locations that are awesome and accessible from the road system. You don't have to fly in on a plane or a bush plane and spend a bunch of money.
We want to show different things other than just the tourist traps. I mean, tourist traps are fun, but you can see a video on those anywhere. Let's see.
No,
this one right here.
No, go ahead. You can put that one up.
Okay.
So
a traditional video would work for us. Yeah, it is hard sometimes with the live. I mean, we were kind of spontaneous and was like, let's do a live tomorrow.
Yeah. And then right here, put up Caleb's. See, this is a valid point. Do it afterwards so we don't get stalked too much. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, if you're willing to come to Alaska to find us, come on.
Because right now it's just Chris and I going.
Yep.
And Callie.
Yeah. We'll see if that changes. But for now, that's the way it's looking. So caravan, maybe. Reach out to us. I mean, we're not opposed. It's just the only reason we've been a little hesitant isn't anything to do, we'll say, with you all. It's us. Yeah. I'm going to have to work while we're in Alaska. So I still have the quote Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, which there would actually be more like 7 to 3 or 7 to 4. But Monday through Friday, I still have to work. So it's going to limit how much freedom we have to travel.
And how far we travel each day, plus, Cali. And
so we're being mindful of the people around us to think like, if you're in a position where if you're retired or you don't work or whatever the situation is, and you can travel whenever.
Or your work schedule is more flexible than Chris's.
You're going to be bored out of your mind waiting on us to show you stuff on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. That's been our hesitation. It's nothing to do with anybody else. And we're still trying to figure out how we want to do it. We are thinking about drive up and ferry back. But it also depends on the cost, right? Last time I called earlier, I'm going to say it was in September. They haven't had the 24 rates, but they were talking like $7,000 to go from Seward, Alaska to Bellingham, Washington with the truck, trailer, and a cabin. So very, very expensive to go out one way.
The downside, too, of taking a ferry when you have pets, they have to stay in your vehicle.
Right.
I mean, unless they're service animals and
right, but they get locked in the vehicle, which I mean, in the RV, they'd be like, all right, cool.
He's like, I'm on a couch.
She's like, I'm going to the bedroom. Good night. But
right, so we're getting a lot of traditional videos.
Traditional.
Yeah.
Don't survive. Let's see. Don't think my RV would survive. So Kurt, that's actually not true. Your RV would be perfectly fine. When we have done this, I know this is probably common knowledge, but we've done this round trip 5 times. We've towed every time we've done this trip in various types of trailers. Yeah. We did it with a Heartland North Trail travel trailer, which was like 33 feet long with a crappy factory suspension and the
no name brand suspension.
Yeah, and the Maypop tires, because they were the factory tires. I won't insult the country that everybody calls them, something bombs. But we did that back and forth, and we never had a problem. The biggest thing that gets people in trouble when you're going to Alaska is actually up in the Yukon Territory. So when you get up farther north and you drive too fast, there's frost heaves, which, if you live in cold environments, frost heaves are a thing. When the ground freezes and thaws, it creates shitty roads. If you hit one of those frost heaves and you're not paying attention, you'll send your trailer airborne. Yeah. 16 to 20,000 pounds airborne landing on a leaf spring is going to shatter it. So if you go slow and you take your time, no issues.
And, other things we'll talk about too, like preparing to go to Alaska. I mean, that'll be a video. It's like weigh your trailer, make sure that, your trailer's not overweight and it's well balanced. So Chris, prior Air Force, he knows how to balance our RV, and we do travel lighter now because we do have a home base. And prior to that, we had a storage unit when we did full time. Yep.
So
we'll put that in a video. Traditional.
It's pretty much unanimous traditional. Perfect. So we will start that. We will definitely start having that conversation and start building out the kind of the planning stages, because honestly, we're going in June-ish, July-ish.
Well, June after the Alliance Rally. National Rally, which is the last week of May. And then we probably hang out for a few days there. And then go.
It's always a variable, but that's kind of the time frame we're looking at right now. And the big thing is you should be planning this far in advance. Yes. RV parks are hard to come by. Boondocking is not. So you get it. We'll go through that. We'll start talking through that.
There's a whole rabbit hole we can dive into.
It ain't a rabbit hole. They'd be chasing squirrels. Yeah. So that's our big trip for next year, and we're also going to be going to the Texas rally with the allies again in I think it's May, right? Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. So our rally is beginning of April.
Then Texas.
Chris and I, we are preparing for a run, a 10-mile run.
Oh my God! Yes.
April.
Yes, part of the reason we're working on our getting sexy weight, we're going to do Run Disney. We managed to get a spot for April.
Yeah, it's like mid-April.
Right after our rally.
Yeah,
bad timing.
Like a week or so after.
10-mile run, and it's either going to be Epcot or Magic Kingdom. Last year it was Epcot, but yeah, so we are training now for a 10-mile Disney run, and as long as that goes well and doesn't kill us, I want to do a half marathon in Disneyland next year. And then, God willing, we can actually get the fling tickets. I would like to do a full marathon in January 25. I've never done it. I want to do it. It'll be, at that point, I'll be 45 years old. So I think that's a good time to run a marathon, or a stupid time. We'll see. You notice I say because Martha's got more sense than me. She'll probably do the half with me, but I need a good cheerleader.
Well, we'll see. I may.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the Disney runs are supposed to be fun. Every mile, there's like photo ops. It's just an experience. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's what are we doing? So we're doing, of course, CrossFit, and then we're on a running program right now.
Yeah. You guys probably. Oh God, I'm going blank on his name. The running coach.
Chris Henshaw.
We're following Chris Henshaw's program.
Aerobic capacity.
Yeah. So
he's amazing. We've met with him. We've took some of his clinics, and
so we're gonna. That's our training. Rinky Dink says that y'all have fun with that. Run for me. We run Disney. Yes, you do. You run Disney. 10 miles at Disney is like a normal day running around the park. The only difference is, at least they got their money up front versus shaking me out all day long.
I'm just really excited. So with these Run Disney events, if you haven't looked it up, our friends Wander Local. So Daniel did one. He did the Goofy one, Yeah. But a lot of people wear outfits. Yeah. And we're gonna match.
Costumes. I hate matching, y'all.
It's gonna complement each other.
Yeah. So I've got an RV question for everybody. So we're working on a project right now. Mentally in my head, I've been working on a project. I want to relocate our IT cabinet into the kind of the back area of our trailer. Does anybody know a way to fish wires down an Asdale wall? I don't know of any. I know how the dang things are built. I can't figure out how to do it because we have no power on the back wall where I need to run the wire through. So if anybody knows how to fish wire or recommend a way that I could get power to the cabinets at the rear of my trailer, there's no power up there. And that's where I want to put all of our IT stuff. So random, but that's kind of what came to mind.
Yep.
Oh Lord, what are you gonna wear? I can't wait. I have no clue what we're gonna wear. I'm gonna do what I'm told, and there's very few times in life I listen.
Outfit on the bed.
I don't listen very well. I will say that
we don't know yet, so we're gonna wait till it gets about a month out.
And we're hoping that Fort Wilderness Campground lowers their prices because we've been keeping an eye on it right now, and it's over $200 a night. They've lost their ever loving mind.
Yeah.
Bob says, "Open your text." Oh my God. Oh my God. See, this is what happens. Your community sends you pictures. Bob was a marathoner, gee. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. So yeah. But yeah, Fort Wilderness has lost their mind. We've been looking at the prices, and maybe it's because winter's here or in Florida, but over $200 a night at Fort Wilderness. We were looking at, maybe we'll just stay in Margaritaville. It's not that far away, but they want like $180 a night right now in Margaritaville. So
there's other RV parks between here and there as well.
TTO is pretty close.
Yeah, TTO was kind of crazy for us. We were just there recently, and
our first trip to TTO, we stayed there a couple weeks.
A month ago.
Yeah, it's about right.
2 months.
We learned a very valuable lesson. There's
Yeah.
some parts of that RV park, if you've ever been to Thousand Trails or Orlando, that you shouldn't drive in if you have a big fifth wheel. Like them trees are super low,
Yep.
and the sights are like wonky. In the way back, they were unlevel and cracked, but up front, they were gorgeous, flat, and huge paved.
Yeah, the newer area is where we wanted to stay, but there was no sites open, and we had to stay in the older area, and then we had to drive around. Luckily, I brought my Mini Cooper with me, and I kept driving around. I told Chris, stay here. I will scout out. And we found a spot, and it was nice. And there was other Alliance RV owners there.
There was, yeah. And the only challenge we found over there, the internet was really bad. Like T-Mobile worked really good until everyone went in their RV, and then during work hours, it was just awful.
We're like, and we're leaving.
Yeah, Lake Magic. Yeah, I like Lake Maggot.
Lake Magic.
Yeah, Lake Maggot. You heard me. We used to have, when we first started full timing, we actually had an annual site at Lake Magic. That's in the very back, like when you go and you go left all the way around the corner over there when we had our Valor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice thing.
That was before we found a house and bought the house. And so
dog RV, can you route through the underbelly?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to have to look at that.
Yeah.
And the other one was our Boundless Venture said they might be able to drill 2 holes through the studs. Yeah, I might be able to do that too, because it's difficult to get to where we're trying, because we have cabinets all the way across the back wall, and I want to put it up there because it's behind the air conditioner and away from all of our solar, so it'd be a good place to put an external antenna, which we already have. I just need somewhere to mount it. But when bringing it down through the junction box, there was no electrical, so I was like, well, that didn't work.
All right, Bob Walter, Martha, if you only had some ears to wear, LOL. Right, Bob? Depending on the outfit, I might actually have to get some new ears.
She tells me she can't hear me unless she's wearing ears, Bob.
It only happens at Disney.
Yeah, all of a sudden she can't listen to me. So, well, we have been on for over an hour. This time flies when we're having fun.
By a minute.
We have covered everything on there that I can think of for now. We're excited. Oh, go ahead.
Some of the other projects we're going to be working on over the winter and the holiday season, a newsletter, and Chris and I have been kicking around an idea of membership.
They're down for a caravan. We should talk, and let's see what we can do. As long as people understand what our limitations are and are cool with that,
Yeah, because we don't want to rush it. Going through and just having a crash course, like just drive through Alaska. There's a lot of different things to see. We have a lot of fishing holes that we know.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally walk to glaciers. You can literally off the road system get to glaciers. We've done ATV trips in there and done all kinds of barbecues on the glacier. Like, we know the ins and outs of Alaska very, very well. We could show you things and locations that you're not going to find on the tourism map. So that's the part of it that I think is going to be really cool. We're going to be able to share.
We want to take you all on the experience of going through Alaska. Not that I wish I would have known before I went to Alaska. No, we're giving you the guided tour.
Yep. Rob says hello.
Hello, Rob.
But yeah, in all seriousness, Adrian and Ruth, let's talk dog RV. Let's talk. Let's see what we can figure out, and we'll see if it coordinates. And all right, so we've got the message loud and clear. We will start a planning video for Alaska to start showing everybody kind of how, what, where, and we'll do a where to. We may not show them where we're going right away. Got to keep the anticipation going.
May not disclose the GPS coordinates for a while.
Oh, there we go. We actually have videos of how it was put together when we did a tour of the lamination plant. I just didn't know if anybody had any, super secret squirrel ways to work through it. It might be worth asking a question for sure. I appreciate that.
Yes, Bob. Road trip.
We invited you.
Yes, you guys already had the invite, Bob and Lorraine.
The Mitchells, Marathoner Mitchell.
See, that's what gets you in trouble.
I'm going to call your wife as soon as we get off.
I know. I'm going to be like, Lorraine.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. We are very happy to give great news about our daughter. That has been awesome.
Yes. So she's, getting better every day. In 24 hours, her blood work was just back to normal levels for the most part of what they were looking at. And if you guys are watching this on the repeat, Let us know down in the comments below too.
Yeah, make sure you put it in the comments so that the algorithm will pick it up. So hopefully more than 3 people watch it.
Yeah, and sorry about the ads in there. That's a YouTube thing, not us.
We are never going to put commercials in our stuff if we have the way. So have a wonderful, wonderful night, and thank you all.
Have a happy Thanksgiving too.
Yep, absolutely. Happy Turkey Day, y'all. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, cool. Just have a great week and be safe on the road.
So we're not going to have a video out later on this week. We want everyone to enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and being here with us.
Most importantly,
enjoy every moment.
There you go.